Hello gang, Merlin Don on the mic. Today we will see the last Blackbeard aka Teach OP09 video. At least the last video of him in the simulator. Maybe you will see that in the locals, a video from mine in the locals, or also not. We will see about that. But all the upcoming Blackbeard videos will be OP10 and upwards. But some of you want to play Blackbeard this next week and the week after next week, because we still have some time until the OP10 hits here. That depends on when you see this video, but the playstyle is similar, and as you can see, the deck lists are almost identical. The only thing that I have changed here is Kuzan and Liberation, which we miss in OP09, and instead I play Tempest Kick, which replaces Kuzan, and Tempest Kick Sky Slicer, which replaces Liberation. So without any further ado, let's go to the last matches, and the first one will be against Nami. Against Nami, which is a strategic matchup if you ask me, because you need to know how and when you play your martial teach. So he plays Nami. Nami is not the best card that we want to see when we play against such a deck, and we want to see a docu here to be able to get rid of this card. Unfortunately, we don't see immediately a docu. We have to search with it with our Lafitte and with our event to find this docu, and we do. And of course, what he does is he immediately attacks with his Nami, and he then plays a blocker. Now we are at 5 Dawn, and we need to think carefully on what we will do here. So the first thing that we do is we get rid of this Nami by playing a docu, and then we still have 3 Dawns left, and we attach these 3 Dawns because he has only 1 Dawn, right? And he gives us the blocker here. He gives us the blocker because he can't do much, and then he hits our docu with his leader, and we take because we get to draw 1 card from this docu. Unfortunately, we don't have any other docu in our hand, but we do have a Seeker, we do have a Black Hole, so we can answer to some threats like Nami or Kaya, and we prepare ourselves about that here. So we play Van Aegir, we still have 2 Dawns left, and that's why we play here a Lafitte, and we start grabbing our martial teaches. So the plan here is we are at 7 Dawn. The plan is to play our 2 Burgesses on the next round, and then we have our 2 Blackbeards here. And this is exactly what we do here. We play our 2 Jesuses. We have now a 3rd Blackbeard, but he's at 5 life. He's at 5 life, and you always need 1 Blackbeard for your finishing move here. So he buckles up by playing 3 blockers. He played 3 blockers, and we didn't black hole him, so he get also 1. He draws 1 card for each of these blockers, right? Also Kaya. So it was a mistake from mine now not to black hole him at this point, but sometimes, especially when you play against leaders such as Nami, you also need to risk some things. So what we do here is, instead of immediately playing a Blackbeard, we play a docu, and we KO one of his blockers. We recycle 1 of our cards, and then we black hole him for the next turn by sacrificing also 1 of our Blackbeards, because we do have 3. The 2 Blackbeards that we do have are more than enough. Now we get all of his blockers out of the way, and he KOs now our docu, and he plays one cost, but I think it's because he forgot that the on plays that do not do anything. And then we play our first Blackbeard. We draw a Blackbeard and we play our first Blackbeard here. So we attack him with 6k into 9ks here, and he starts milling, but he's still at 5 life, and this is not good for us, right? At this point I was like, okay, here you either play a second Blackbeard and you have another 12k attacker for as a finisher, right? Or we just go big with everything that we have, so that we can bring him down to like 1 or 0 life, and then we can place our Blackbeard. So this is exactly what we do here. We use our Dons to do as much damage as possible. As you can see, he plays his Kayas here. He plays his Kaya because he wanted here either to use a snake, or he forgot for the black hole. And he's now at 6 cards. He's now at 6 cards left, guys. So we need to finish him off this turn, and we need to play our Blackbeard. He has like 1,000 cards, but he has only 3 Dons left because he used his Dons for Sanji's Pilafs, for 2 Sanji's Pilafs and 1 Kaya. So what we do here is, of course, there is no other way to win Nami in that position. You need to play your 10 cost beard to negate her leader's ability. So first we hit him with 10k, see if he will go down to like 1 card or 2 cards or something like that, and he goes down to 4 cards, but he has now only 2 Dons left. So we play our beard, we negate this leader, we go 5k, which he counters, we go 6k here, which he takes. Exactly, and we black hole him. And then because we black hole him, he's now at 1 card, right? Because we black holed him, he couldn't do anything here. So I searched afterwards, he has used his Sansis and the other Ivankov events. So he has if you black hole him at this point, he has nothing to on play to mill cards. So he needs to wait for you. And this is where I play my last Blackbeard here. I nullify this leader, and now, even if he's at 0 life, I do win. I win because his leader is nullified. So this is exactly how you play against Nami. You need to know how and when you drop your Blackbeards, guys. So let's see now a matchup against Perona. Let's put it also to double speed here. So Perona is actually still a thing. I still see Peronas in my locals, so you always need to know how to do a play, how you can play against the Perona. Unfortunately, we don't see anything good after our mulligan here, so we can't do anything at our first and second turn. And he plays a Momonosuke, but now we can play at 5 Don a Vanagur. We take aggressively here, and he plays a Borsalino. Unfortunately, we don't have here, how is it called, a black hole, but we find one. So we first use our states and we search, we find one. And now that we found one, we KO this Borsalino, we negate his ability with black hole, and then we KO him. Of course, we black hole this leader now. because we don't want him, I think he's at 8 don if I'm not mistaken, because we don't want him to play like Emoria into Borsalino, into something else, right? And he plays a Zack. Which is also not bad, right? But we hit a black hole, and what you do when you hit a black hole and you have a Zack, you do a -3 with your Van Agur, then you KO this Zack with the remaining with the black hole, excuse me. So we play another Van Agur here, and the reason is because, and we black hole him, of course. And the reason is, of course, because we do have 2 Jesuses and 2 Beards in our hand, and we want to make sure that no matter what he plays, we will most likely be able to have an answer to that. And also, we get to draw 1 card, like now, for example, from a Van Agur if he drops dead. And I was like, I have 2 lives, do I want to play 2 Jesuses and 1 Vasco or a Blackbeard? And the correct answer here is, you want to play a Vasco and 2 Jesuses. Why? Because then you can send your 2 Beards, you have a blocker, you have 2 life, you're okay. He will also most likely target your Van Agur, but what he does here is he plays a Kaido, and he KOs one of, or trusses one of my Jesuses, which is unfortunate, and he kills also my Vasco and my Van Agur, and now he feels, I think, pretty good about it, right? And I was like, okay, let's see how we're gonna play this one. So I play my Blackbeard here, I attack him then live. He does not take that, and then I attack him with my Jesus, which he takes. And now I stopped his Kaido from attacking, so I freeze his Kaido with my Blackbeard. Now he has 3 attacks, and I have 2 life and my blocker, my big blocker. First he goes 10 to the Jesus, but then he has only 5 dons left. So that means that he can't kill my Martial Teach if I block, right? This is exactly what happens here. Then he uses his remaining dons to kill my Jesus. I search a Lafitte, I find another Lafitte, I play my second Lafitte, I find a stage here, because he has a Borsalino. What do I need here? I need a black hole, right? So I use my stage, I find this black hole, I use this black hole, I go 7 to his leader, he takes 12, and I win, guys. So this is how you do it. This is how you do it with Perona. Close one, but this is how you do it. So the next one is against Purple Luffy, with a really bad hand after the mulligan. As you can see here, we have a Lafitte, we are at 1, we can't do anything at all. We have 3 Van Agur, which is like, we can't possibly do anything with these 3 Van Agurs. And so what we do, we draw this is my 8 and a Doku. The Doku is here perfect because we can kill this, as it's called, a law, and we still have a Lafitte for our next turn, with which we can search something. Not bad. So then we search with this Lafitte to get some value out of him. And this is of course the question. We want each one of these cards, but which of these cards is now the most valuable for us? And this is the black hole. Why? Because with the black hole we can kill this Orzuro, and we establish a Verges so that we have a body, and he goes for the Luffy Taro because we black hole him, right? So now what we can do is, first, the fact that he ignored our Lafitte is the best thing possible because we can search with him and find yet another card, right? And now we count it on. We play another Jesus because we are still healthy. We get another black hole. We black hole him, of course, right? And we chill. Because we don't die on the next turn. And we have established 2 Jesuses. We have a Blackbeard for later on, right? And he has to kill this Lafitte now, which he does. So we will lose only 2 of our lives. So we hit first also a Tempest Kick and another Tempest Kick. 2 Tempest Kick in rows. And look that, guys. So a Blackbeard with 10 cards on his hand. Now 11 because we draw one. So he can also use his law against a Blackbeard to so that we can lose 2 of our cards. So what we do here is, of course, we use our C gun. We use our let's see, because we do have also a Tempest Kick. We use our Tempest Kick and what else? And the Black Hole, I think. Exactly, and the Black Hole for the Sangoro. We also Black Hole this leader, and we do have like 3 hits. First we hit him live because he will not take the first one, and then we trust another one so that Burgess is at 10k, and we attack this Luffy Taro. So we attack this Luffy Taro, we take, and then he goes 9 to our leader. I was like, okay, you know what, I have like 100 cards in my hand, I will give you 5 of them. 5 of them. Why? Because from the next turn and on I have my Blackbeards to play here. And look at these beautiful Jesuses on the field. We have 2 Jesuses with 11k each. 11k, guys. 11k. So of course we go now live. He gives us 1k, and then I was like, do I want to kill your Luffy Taro or go for life? Of course for life. Of course for life. Because he will give me his Gum Giant, and this is not enough. He goes to 0 life. His Luffy Taro is freezed. We have a huge blocker on the field, and of course the only thing that he can possibly do here is like hit me with his Nami. But he has then only 5 Dawn. I think he can play like a Frankie then. So he attacks me with 5. Of course it was a Frankie, but this is not enough, guys. This is not enough. And of course a 22k is something that he can't do anything about. So our next game is against a Luffy, but this time not Purple Luffy, it's a Red-Purple Luffy. And this is how you play against this deck. So he goes first, we go second, we go this deck ramps like crazy, guys. So we need to do something about it. And this guy plays Zoro. See, he plays Zoro, and this is why I don't play in Mileage Zoro, because guys, this Zoro, we kill him every time he plays this Zoro. We kill him, and this is exactly what you need to do when you see Zoro, because what Red-Purple Luffy wants is to ramp as fast as possible. If you take that from him, you win. Simple as that. And of course we establish here some bodies, Van Agur and Lafitte. We hit also a Sky Slicer, so we have like 100 cards in our hand. And as you can see here, we have the Van Agur, so with our Van Agur we can do a -3 to this uses Captain Kid, Tempest Kick, -3, Doku, Chao uses Captain Kid. We also establish Jesus with 8k, so look how beautiful that is, And we, of course, we also black hole him now, because we don't want him to get benefited from anything else. And of course now he plays his big characters, but these big characters can't do anything to us. They can't do anything. And you know what, I didn't want to play Blackbeard here. Why? Because I can still do a Van Agur -3, then Tempest Kick, we draw a card -3, then Black Hole, and then we play another Jesus Burgess. And there is no chance that with a board like that, a Luffy can do anything against him. Anything, guys. Right? And of course we black hole him now. Of course we black hole him. Because there is only Dragon that he can play with Ras, right? And Dragon can't do much about it. So he plays another use Captain Hill. What we do, -3, Seagun, bye. We don't need to play our Marshall the Teach. We don't need to play him. Because we have our Jesuses. So 11k. Do you want to use your how is it called? Gum Zan? Do it. Be my guest. And now I was like, okay, you know what? I will search even more, and I will play another Jesus, and I will black hole him by using my Blackbeard. You know why? Because he can't do anything about it. With three Jesuses, he can't do anything. And I was like, okay, you know what? I will use my Marshall Teach now to freeze your queen, and I will use my 3 huge bodies, these Jesuses with 12k each, and of course also my Van Agur, and he uses 2 Gum Zans, but of course guys, this is not enough. This is not enough to win. And let's go to the last game, and this is against Reiju. Reiju is also sometimes annoying because it's like it can be fast, and you need to know when to black hole them, and if you won't black hole them at all. So he goes first, we go second, he plays his stage, we play our docu, so everyone is on curve, everyone is happy. So he's now at 3 dawn. If he plays now this how is it called, Porsche, then everyone is happy and on curve, and this is exactly what this guy does here. He play the Porsche here, and he's still on curve. He does a -1 and he draws a Tony Chopper. I don't remember, does he play that? No, he plays a Black Maria here. He plays a Black Maria instead of Chopper. He has 1 Chopper in his hand, but he has only 4 cards. He has only 4 cards because he didn't play any Reiju, any baby Reiju to big Reiju, so that he can throw some cards, right? So what we do here is play Jesus and black hole him immediately. Why? Because we want to take away exactly that thing. If he plays the babies and bring from the dead the big guys, every big guy guys, they have on plays. If you take the on plays from him, it's really hard for Reiju to do something against that. So now you see he brings the baby, he plays the baby Reiju, he attacks us with Porsche, but he does not bring the big Reiju from the graveyard, because if he does, he will not get benefited at all. He will just go -dawn, right? So what we do here is, because we also don't have the perfect hand, but he's down at 2 cards, right? So we kill this baby Reiju, this is a threat, and we black hole him again. He's down again, he's down at only 2 cards, and I was like, okay, you know what, I will starve you, and I will keep my Jesus. What will you do with only 3 cards, and if I have like 3 characters on the field, and 2 of them, if they get killed, I get to draw a card, right? So he plays the baby ETG, and he brings the big ETG, but big ETG, he has the on play, right? And this guy's black hold, so this on play does nothing at all. So Reiju without on plays, I don't think that he can win. So Black Maria attacks to my docu, okay, fair enough. And now we have a Seagun, we have a black hole, and we have, let me count, 8 on. Okay, but this ETG is like 7. And we have a Van Agur, -3. And then, how is it called? Seagun. And now black hole, and we kill also this Black Maria. So we kill everything on the board, he is black holed, and we are happy because we have a Jesus on the field and we have a Van Agur rested, that if he dies, we get to draw a card. He brings another ETG, he attacks me with 6 because he thinks that I don't have any counter, and I do counter here, I do counter. And I remain with 1 card, and this is a Teach, but it's okay. So Sky Slicer, we throw that for black hole, and then we go 5, 6, 8. So we start hitting him hard here, and his ETG can't do anything, right? He's now, he did block that, so he's also at 3 life, and he tries to do something, but what he does here is he plays his charge, but he's black hole. Okay, you have a big body on the field, fair enough. What can you do about it? What can you do with this body? Nothing. So we hit the stage. Of course, we will use this stage to black hole him again. And now we need to bring him down to like 0 life, right? And this is exactly what we do here. Because he's black holed, we have 3 life. There is almost no way that he can play something that can kill us when he's black holed, right? So what I do here is I was like, okay, you know what? What did I do here? Why did I play that way? I don't remember, but I think it's misplay here, because I should have gone like 9 and then 11 and then or we give 3 dons and then 3, so 9, 9 and then like 11 or something like that, you know what I mean? I think I miscalculated there, or I want to see if he will give me the cards, and if he didn't, then I would go all into martial digits. Okay, but yeah. So what he does here is he attacks my Vanager, which is correct, and now what I don't want to see from him is blocker, because if I see blocker, that means that we need to have an answer. And he plays a Reiju. He brings a big Reiju without gun play, and then he plays this bug thing to bottom deck my my Jesus, and I do have my martial edits, so I count everything. Okay, I block that, it's okay, but now there is no way that he can win, because he didn't play in blocker, and if he did, I had a black hole, I could get rid of this black hole easily and then finish this guy off. Okay guys, this was the video for today, almost 30 minutes, oh my god, but this is the deck list that I played. This is the last video that you will see from me playing in the simulator with Black Teach, Blackbeard, OP09, because from the next video we will always play OP10. Thank you all for watching, hit the like button also if you like the video, and subscribe and comment down on the section below, and again, thank you, bye.